Your business deploys AI pilots everywhere. But are they going anywhere? Or are they stuck in silos, exhausting resources, unable to scale? Maybe you don't need hundreds of AI pilots, you need a holistic strategy. IBM has 65,000 consultants with Gen AI expertise who can help you design, integrate, and optimize AI solutions. So you're not just deploying AI, you're scaling it across your business. Learn more at ibm.com/consulting. IBM. Let's create.
Prime Big Deal Days is coming October 8th and 9th. Woohoo! Which can lead to involuntary deal squeals, like the infamous deal on a new massager squeal. Yeah! Save big on Prime Big Deal Days, October 8th and 9th.
Want to make a podcast? Spotify's got a platform that lets you make one super easily, distribute it everywhere, and even earn money, all in one place for free. It's called Spotify for Podcasters, and here's how it works. Spotify for Podcasters lets you record and edit your podcasts right from your phone or your computer. So no matter what your setup is like, you can start creating today. Then you can distribute your podcast to Spotify and everywhere else podcasts are heard. Video podcasts are also available on Spotify, and when you want to take conversations with your fans to the next level, Q&As and polls are the best way to get them talking. With Spotify for Podcasters, you can earn money in a variety of ways, including ads and podcast subscriptions. Ever since I discovered Spotify for Podcasters, I feel so supported in the creation and distribution of my show. Spotify for Podcasters hosts masterclasses, office hours, and more to help creators develop and fine-tune their skills. I highly recommend you give it a try. Download the Spotify for Podcasters app or go to spotify.com/podcasters to get started. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to 80/20. My name's Lily. I'm your host. Thank you so much for clicking on today's episode. I just thought that it'd be fun to turn on the mic. It's a cozy Sunday night. I'm uploading this Monday morning, so you guys are getting almost a real-time recording. Super close to being live, probably like 12 hours apart from being live, because I actually just got back from vacation and it was the most amazing week, and I didn't know that I needed it. It was so restful. It was so stress-free. It was so good to just be with the people that I love, and I forget how much of a workaholic I am. And when I get so hyper-focused on a project or a thing, it's really hard for me to come up for air. And so this week away from my home and my office and all the go of my to-do list was so incredible for me, and I didn't even know that I needed it. Like, I didn't realize how much I was overworking myself until I was like ultimately forced to stop. And probably recording this podcast like 2 hours after I get home is kind of ruining all that, like good chill vibes. But I'm ready to just kind of get back into the swing of things. I've been gone for 8 days, which is a very long time to be gone. Like, I had a blast, don't get me wrong, but I feel like 8 days is a very long time. And so I'm excited to just like sit down at my computer on Monday morning, which is tomorrow morning. But I'm excited to just like sit down with a good cup of coffee and like go through my inbox and respond to emails and talk to new clients. And I had a bit of a Black Friday sale, so I have a couple new clients, and that's exciting. But I thought that it would just be fun to kind of like recap vacation for you guys if you've been following along my stories, because I did not vlog it. I'm kind of stepping back from YouTube. I've been like slowly stepping back. I have a couple more videos, I think the month of December, maybe like one or two. Like, when I say a couple, I mean like not very many. And then that's kind of it for me, I think. I'm ready to just step into the next thing. I'm kind of in a place where I have a lot of different directions that I can go in. And obviously, like the podcast, my health coaching business, all those things are the direction that I'm moving in, but I'm probably going to pick up a couple different types of jobs, so that's exciting. I've been considering maybe like nannying. I've been considering a restaurant job. I've been considering maybe going to like real estate school and becoming a realtor. I don't know, there are just like so many different avenues that I can take, and I'm so excited for kind of just like the next thing. And I'm excited to take you guys along with me. So if you wanted a little life update as to where I'm at with the social media thing, that's kind of where I'm at. Maybe one day I'll make an entire podcast episode on just social media in general and how much it's changed since when I first started and like how I feel about it now and just like the whole influencing side of things. That's definitely a long way down the road, but maybe I'll do something like that one day. And that'll be probably fun for you guys to hear. So, not like any tea or anything. I just think that it'd be fun for you guys to hear like truly the other side of social media, because really it's so, I don't want to say like it's so inauthentic, because like you try your best to post authentically, but everything that you post is a moment captured. You can't really be super authentic if you're capturing the moment. Like if you know that you're capturing the moment, you're gonna naturally try to make the moment look better. Even if you don't intentionally do it, it's happening. That's why vlogging is like so hard for me. Because I'm just like living my day-to-day life and then I'm like, oh shit, I have to vlog. Or like I should be vlogging this, or I should have filmed that, or I should have done this better. And then you go back and watch it and you're like, ugh, I hate this clip. I hate how I look. You kind of have to have like a little bit of an ego too to be a quote like influencer or to film your entire life. You just kind of do. I don't know. And I'm just like mentally not aligned with that lifestyle. So I'm gonna move on and step into something different. So I'm really pumped for 2022. Let's talk about my Thanksgiving break, my little vacation that I got to take. Loved it so much. It was the trip that I didn't know that I needed. And my family rented a beach house in Virginia Beach. And we did this because my sister and her fiance live in the Norfolk area, and they were working pretty much all last week. And having them come to us was going to be a little bit tricky. So my family was like, let's just go to them. So we rented a house. My grandparents came. Sam flew in from Indiana. And we just had the most amazing time. We cooked all kinds of good food. I think that the only time we went out to eat was to get Chipotle, like the night that we arrived, because we didn't have any food and we didn't really want to cook. So my mom and I got Chipotle that first night, but everything else we cooked our food. I don't think that I've had a week cooking all of my food. I can't remember the last time I cooked every single meal from home. I'll go out to eat like no more than 3 times a week, but truly we didn't even get coffee out and about, which is crazy. So I'm actually really proud of us for doing that. But we cooked all kinds of good food, and we woke up to sunrises on the beach because we had a house right on the ocean, which is crazy. We got to go to Cycle Bar a couple times. We went to Orange Theory a couple times. I actually went to Orange Theory today, and I feel amazing. I really need to roll out my calves on the foam roller because we did obviously a lot of running. If you guys have never been to Orange Theory, it's kind of taking the number 1 slot, honestly, over spin, which is, I never thought that I would say that. I still love spin. I use my soul bike at least 4 times a week, or go to a spin class at least 4 times a week. But I'm not gonna lie, Orange Theory is kind of climbing the chart as far as my favorite workout goes. If you've never been to Orange Theory, it kind of goes like this. And I recommend that you try it because I think a lot more places have Orange Theories than spin studios. I don't know why, maybe it's just a more popular workout. And for people who don't really want to do the same exact thing for 45 minutes, like I get why cycling is boring to some people because you're just on a bike for 45 minutes straight. I get it. Sometimes it's boring for people. I think it's so much fun, but not everybody's like me, and that's totally fine. But Orange Theory is really cool because you go around to different stations. So you start on the treadmills. Well, you don't necessarily have to start on the treadmills, but I prefer to start on the treadmills, and you do about I think it's 14 minutes there, 14 or 28, I don't know, it depends on what type of class it is. And then you can go to the rower, and then you do a little rowing workout for 14 minutes, and then you go to the weight floor and you do a weight workout or a workout with weights. And it's a really cool way because you get your cardio, you get your strength, and you burn a shit ton of calories, which is awesome. And I truly walk out of there feeling so strong. And working out really hard is so much fun because you truly get to see what your body can do, and then you just appreciate your body that much more. I think later this week I'm gonna do another episode of the self-love series, and maybe I'll talk a little bit more about this, but when you push your body, in a good way, obviously, but when you push your body through maybe like a hard workout, or maybe a long hike, or maybe you go on, I don't know, like a cool kayaking trip or something. I don't know, just when you push your body past your comfort zone to the point where you're sweating, maybe you're a little bit breathless. When you're finished with that hard part, you have to take a break because you literally don't have anything left to give. It's so cool because you can truly see what you're made of and what your body can do. And oftentimes the brain will give out before your body does. And so in Orange Theory, I haven't been that many times. So if you're like an avid Orange Theory goer and I'm wrong about any of this stuff, sorry, I apologize. But in Orange Theory, they'll do these things called pushes on the treadmills. Is that what it is? It's like base, push, all out is the one where you really get to see what you can do. And the all outs are typically short and sweet. I don't think that you would do an all out for more than 30 seconds. Because in HIIT training, you're normally doing all outs for 30 seconds and then it's a recovery after. But you know that recovery is coming and you know that it's only 30 seconds and you can do anything for 30 seconds. You truly can do anything for 30 seconds. And so when they say, okay, all out, and you just crank it up, and I'm not a runner, okay? I do not enjoy running, but when I run at Orange Theory, it's like so different, so fun. So maybe it's the treadmill, maybe it's the energy in the room, maybe it's the fact that I know that this all out's only going to be 30 seconds so I can truly give it all I have. You're doing this all out, you know it's only 30 seconds, you can truly push yourself to your limits, and then when you're done, you walk. You just walk on the treadmill. And you can have a moment to catch your breath, take a sip of water, and thank yourself for what you just did. Because that shit's hard, and it's supposed to be hard, and it's supposed to push you out of your comfort zone so you can get better. So after our workout today, Lex and I looked at each other and we were like, we need to get some Orange Theory workouts because there's nothing by us. If you guys have listened to the show, if you know me, I live in a very rural area. There's nothing like Orange Theory near us. So we both looked at each other and we were like, we need to start doing Orange Theory type workouts in the garage because we do have a little gym in the garage. It's a pretty good setup if you ask me. And we're like, we can do the bike for cardio, so we can do like a 30-minute cycle bar class or soul cycle class on the soul bike. And then we can do a weight training workout. We have a rower, so we can do the rower stuff. Just truly start to push ourselves because I don't think I've pushed myself in like the workout atmosphere. I'm really good at the food thing, but I haven't pushed myself in a workout in a while. So I need to get better at that. So maybe this is me telling you guys so you can hold me accountable, but I really want to start doing more intense workouts in a good way. Like I need it. So that's kind of where I'm at with my new favorite workout. Other highlights from the trip, you know what? I take it back. We did go out to dinner once because this was one of my favorite highlights. But this was last night and it was technically after we checked out of our beach house. So I don't know if it counts or not as like not eating out at dinner, but we did go out to dinner once. Sam and I went on a date. If you guys live in the Norfolk area or the Virginia Beach area, you have to go to Oren's Roof. It's on the top of the Marriott in Virginia Beach, and it's an Asian fusion restaurant, and they have really, really, really good sushi. I made a reservation because apparently it's like really hard to get into. So I made a reservation probably like 5 days in advance, and we were gonna go with my sister and her fiance too, but it just ended up being Sam and I. And so when I switched the reservation to 2, I had to switch the time a little bit. So I was like, okay, like we just eat a little bit earlier or whatever. And we check in and then they take us to our table. I think that we just got really, really, really lucky, or like the stars aligned on this trip or something, because like good things just kept happening to me and Sam like this entire vacation. And this was honestly just like the cherry on top of the cake. Let me kind of set the scene for you guys. This restaurant is all glass and it's at the top of a hotel because it's rooftop. It's at the top of this hotel and it's right on the water. And so you feel like you're on a cruise ship. In the dining room area, there's windows on 3 sides of the restaurant, and so we sat at a corner of 2 windows and the table was directly in the corner. They kind of like slid the table into like a right angle, and then Sam and I sat next to each other. So if it's a square table, and I was sitting on one side of the table and Sam was sitting on the side directly next to each other, so we kind of had to turn to talk to each other. But our view, you guys, was the ocean in front of me, and then the rest of Virginia Beach and the boardwalk and the sunset in front of Sam. And we just had the coolest time, just the two of us. We just put our phones away after we took pictures of the sunset and each other. We put our phones away and we just engaged in a good conversation and had drinks and had sushi and just true quality time with one another. If you guys are in a long distance relationship, I cannot stress enough how important quality time is with your person when you get to see them. Being able to just be with one another without any distractions, without the distraction of work and worrying about checking emails or worrying about getting the footage for the vlog. Like, everything was just so perfect. I would love to do that kind of stuff more often. And every time we do something like that, I'm like, why don't we do this more often? So those were just two highlights. I don't want to bore you guys too much with all my personal life, and I don't know if I sound like I'm bragging. I don't know. That's why I'm so uncomfortable like vlogging and stuff too, because I just feel like I'm bragging. But you guys, I guess, like to hear about my life. Whenever I ask what you guys want to hear about, you always say more about your life. So I've been trying to include that more. But I guess moral of the story from my vacation and this past week is just to be more present. And it's actually funny because this message of being present has continuously been popping up in my life. This message, this mantra could not be more in my face. So that's also something that I'm going to try to work on in the coming weeks or coming year, I guess, is just being more engaged in the here and now, looking up from my phone, looking up from the computer screen, putting away work at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock when work is done, and just being present. In other news, December is rapidly approaching, and I'm honestly shocked at how quickly this year went by. Today's the 28th. Hold on. I have a timer going on my laundry, so now I need to like open my phone to see the date. It didn't just pop up. Where's the calendar? Okay, yeah, today's the 28th. That's how in like full, I guess, rest vacation mode my brain's in. I need to know the date. Today's the 28th. Tomorrow's the 29th, 30th. And then it's December, so we have 33 days left in the year. By the time you guys are listening to this, it's 32 days left in the year, which is insane. Nonetheless, I've been toying with this idea for a couple months, and I'm really pumped that December 1st is right around the corner because it's finally here, finally time for 12 Days of Wellmas. And you're probably wondering, Lily, what the heck is 12 Days of Wellmas? On December 12th, there's a very exciting announcement. And it's something that you guys have been waiting for a very, very, very long time. Something that I've been working on for about a year, a little bit more than a year probably. It's my biggest project yet, really. So I wanted to kind of celebrate this announcement with 12 days of gifts / resources / discounts leading up to December 12th, which is the day of this big announcement. So Wednesday, December 1st, just to kind of give you guys an idea of how this is going to go. Wednesday, December 1st. I don't want to give too much away. If you're subscribed to the email list, you're going to get an email every morning, December 1st through 12th, with the kind of theme for the day or the deal of the day, the discount of the day, the resource of the day, whatever it is. So if you're not subscribed to the newsletter, you can subscribe by going to lilyrako.com/newsletter. It will be linked in the show notes. And that way you don't miss a beat. I'm also going to post about it on Instagram, but the newsletter is going to give you literally everything that you need to know for that day. December 1st, day 1, this Wednesday, is going to be book 1, get 1 coaching sessions. So you get 2 coaching sessions, single coaching sessions for the price of 1, which is pretty darn cool. And you can use those sessions whenever you want. You're going to be able to pick the date for the first one, and then you and I will figure out the best date for the next session. It'll kind of be the follow-up session. What date will work best based on your lifestyle plan, your action plan, the things that we talk about during your first session. For 24 hours, that will be available. And then that deal's gone and it's not coming back. So once you see something during the 12 Days of Wellmas, you're only going to see it once. You're never going to see it again. Day 2, so December 2nd, you're going to get an ebook bundle for only $10. So I have a couple ebooks available on my website, and I might have a couple limited edition ebooks on my website during the holiday season, and you can get all of them for only $10. And I don't want to give too much away because December 3rd, I think, is a Thursday. No, that'll be a Friday. But maybe on December 2nd for that episode, I'll kind of give you guys sneak peeks as to what's to come over the weekend. But I think that you guys are really, really going to like this. And I'm super pumped for it. And I've been working really, really hard on it. So if you guys aren't subscribed to the newsletter, definitely do so. If you're not following me on Instagram, definitely do so, because I'll have all the info that you need to know over there. Let me know what type of like New Year's content you guys want to see, or what you want to see maybe just over the holidays in general, or going into the New Year's, or just 2022 stuff. I have a good general idea of what you guys want to hear. I feel like I'm pretty good at knowing what you guys want, or at least I think I'm okay at knowing what you guys want. But if there's something specific that you want me to talk about, shoot me a DM. Because I love chatting with you guys there. I love to interact with you, and there's no me without you. So let me know what you want to hear. Thank you so much for listening to today's episode. I think I'm going to wrap it up because my laundry is about done. I made it a point to sit down and record this during my laundry cycle, and it was a perfect 45 minutes of me talking. I'll probably cut a lot of it out because I typically cut it down to 20-25 minutes, give or take. But I hope that you guys enjoyed it. And thanks for keeping me company while I clean my laundry and unpack my suitcase and get back into the groove of real life. Be sure to subscribe to the newsletter, follow me on Instagram if you aren't already, and subscribe to the show if you enjoyed this episode. It was kind of just more like chatty, life updatey, whatever, but I hope that you guys enjoyed it. I post new episodes every single Monday and every single Thursday, so subscribe to stick around. Love you guys a lot. Have an amazing week, and I will talk to you later.